My name is Petronella Maramba, and I am currently an executive director in Higherlife Foundation and have worked in Higherlife Foundation for the last 30 years. And I come from a legal background. I was trained as a lawyer. I made a decision then to walk out of the legal field and joined an organization that was called Enda Zimbabwe, and which had very, very interesting projects in the rural areas. And they were looking for somebody who could come in and develop the gender desk for them. So that for me was an opportunity to develop myself in terms of how best we could reach out and uplift the most disadvantaged amongst the women population in any country, and that's rural women. So I worked in Enda for quite a long time, developed also even academically as a gender person and a development expert as well. I then later on, when Mrs. M started Higherlife Foundation, I found myself in Higherlife Foundation and dealing with something, an area that, even though very closely related to what I had done in the past, women and gender, but I started focusing more on the girl child and having to relearn all over again the issues and the problems that girl children face. So that's how my own values, which I stand for and which up till today remain extremely core to the work that I do, and which also remain extremely core to the way I mentor young people, up and coming leaders, especially women leaders. Those are some of the values that really I like to impart in any female upcoming leader. Whatever vision you can have, whether good or bad, depends on how you're raising your current generation. People like Mrs. M and myself, the older generation, the founding team of Higherlife Foundation, stepped down and handed over to the next generation. People like Miss Tanya coming on board, people like the graduate trainees that we had trained, who were part and parcel of the scholarship program that we had implemented, I think for me was a very, very defining moment that we've actually raised a group of young people who can take over not just externally what's out there, but take over the vision, the mission, the values of what we were trying, what Mr. and Mrs. M were trying to do within the organization, building up a crop of leaders who are able to impact every area of life, be it as a mother, be it as a policeman, be it as a political leader, be it as a CEO, tech guru, in whatever area, educator, in medicine, in engineering, people growing a crop of young people who saw themselves as leaders and were able to impact and transform our nation and our continent. When I look at the theme for the Women's Month this year, I believe that it carries a very, very heavy message of both encouraging women. We do not operate on a playing field, neither do we operate in very easy circumstances. It's not uncommon for gains that we have attained as women for us to lose them when economic conditions change, when power dynamics shift. We tend sometimes to go backwards. So the theme, give to gain, for me is keep giving, keep going. This is a long-term thing, it's not a short-term thing, and we need to constantly be passing on the baton to one another. So we never should look at, we have now arrived, but we must always be looking out for opportunities for us to uplift the next woman, get them out of whatever disadvantage situations they're in, and looking at opportunities of how we can continue to empower them so that we can pass on the baton from one generation to the next. We stand on the shoulders of great people. I like to see ourselves as advisors, I like to see ourselves as mothers, as founders, as who established a strong enough foundation which, when they look back, they are able to draw from the same strength that we also exhibited and manifested in spite of the many difficult situations that we faced, political, social, and economic, and all sorts. I like them to look back and draw from the faith that we are held on to, that in spite of whatever you see out there, we have a sure word from somebody who's a higher power than ourselves, who says, yes, you can, as long as you believe that with God, all things are possible. Happy Women's Month to women and girls. I stand, we shine. #GiveToGay.